Hello, grade 7 students. How are you? Good morning. We shall now have your grammar lesson. You are still with me. I am Teacher Frances. I will discuss with you your lesson for this week. Prepare your literary companion book and your pen. Do you have them right now? Good. Our lesson for this week on grammar is adjective clauses. Say adjective clauses. Great! Open now your literary companion at pages 216 until 217. Let us say our objectives. Number 1, know what an adjective clause is, and identify whether essential or non-essential adjective clause is used. Now, grade 7, let us give definition. A clause is a group of words that includes a subject and a verb. Okay, you might be asking me, is it the same with a sentence? No, because a sentence, though it has a subject and a predicate, but it expresses a complete thought or complete idea. A clause does not. Alright? Now, an adjective clause is a dependent clause that modifies a noun or pronoun or a noun phrase. Meaning, dependent clause, it cannot stand alone. Alright, students, let us study this example number 1. The beam scales that early civilizations developed accurately calculated weight. Now, for this sentence, my question is, what modifies the words beam scales? When we say modify, make sense. What makes sense to these words? Okay, do you have something now in the mind? Very good. The group of words or the clause that early civilizations developed modifies beam scales. So, that is our adjective clause. Your clue also when finding adjective clauses, they always begin with relative pronoun. What are those relative pronouns? We have that, where, who, whose, when, which, and whom. Alright? In addition, adjective clauses can be considered as essential or non-essential. From the word per se, when we say essential, it means important. So, for essential adjective clauses, they contain necessary information. If this clause is removed, the sentence will not fully make sense. Whereas, for non-essential adjective clause, this gives information about the noun or a noun phrase that it modifies, but, consider but, the clause is not essential or not important to conveying the sentence's meaning. Got it? Alright, for our first example, the beam scales that early civilizations developed accurately calculated weight. Do you still remember what is our adjective clause? Alright, students, in example number 1, we have our adjective clause. What is it? Do you remember? Great. That's what I've told you. It always starts with a relative pronoun. And here, our relative pronoun is the word that. So, that early civilizations developed is our adjective clause. Got it? My question now is this essential or non-essential adjective clause? Very good. It is an essential adjective clause. Why? All right, because it explains the beam scales and it doesn't set off with commas. Great job. All right, students, now let us have this example number 2. Farmers in the Middle East who were producing a variety of crops needed ways to measure land and keep track of the growing season. Now, think, where is our adjective clause? First, you have to look for relative pronoun. If there is comma, check it. All right. Great. So our answer is, we'll start with our relative pronoun who, and we have 2 commas. Okay, that will be another clue. Who were producing a variety of crops is our adjective clause. Now my question is it essential or non-essential adjective clause? What? Great. It is non-essential adjective clause. Why, teacher? It only stands or it only gives additional information. But with or without it, the sentence will still make sense. Did you understand? Good job. I see that you are now ready. Let us practice and apply what you have learned on adjective clauses. Open your literary companion on page 217. All right, let us read this sentence. The Babylonian astronomer Berosus is the scientist who created the 24-hour system of time. Now, what is our adjective clause? Is that clause essential or not essential? What does the adjective clause modify? Think of your answers. Take your time. Let's see our answer. We have our adjective clause, who created the 24-hour system of time. It started with what again? Great job, with a relative pronoun. Is this essential or non-essential? Very good. It is essential. Why? It explains about Berosus, and it is not separated with commas. Next one, it modifies the word scientist. Great job! Next one, we have the word sentence. Can you imagine a time when there was no standard system of measurement? Think of the adjective clause. Identify if it's essential or non-essential. And then, what does this adjective clause modify? Your time starts now. Great job! So our adjective clause is when there was no standard system of measurement. Is it essential or non-essential? Very good, essential. Why? Okay, it explains about the time. And that is the answer for letter C. It modifies the word time. Very good. The next sentence. Ancient people who had no standard system of measurement often used their hands and feet to measure things. Now find the adjective clause, identify if it's essential or non-essential, and what does it modify? Start answering. Great job, grade 7 students. So our adjective clause starts with the relative pronoun who. So who had no standard system of measurement. And it is separated by commas. So with those commas alone, we could say that it is essential or non-essential. Very good. Non-essential. And what does this adjective clause modify? We have ancient people. Great work. In addition to your task, do independently write about the information in the ancient Middle East. Text your story for this week that you found most surprising. Use at least 2 adjective clauses. Alright, use the space provided. Alright, grade 7 students, remember these points. First, an adjective clause is a dependent clause that modifies a noun, a pronoun, or a noun phrase. It cannot stand alone. Next one, it could be essential or non-essential, depending on how it is used in the sentence. And please answer number 4 for your task on your literary companion, page 217. Thank you. You did a great job, grade 7. Bye-bye. Thank you.